confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
All right, first pitch coming up. Tyler Soderstrom getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in Philly.
First pitch, 640.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Popped up. Turner under it. And there's one down.
Batting second, first baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Ball.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia.
No.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike three.
The designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker.
Hike.
The 0-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in, and that is that. So now the Phillies offense, we'll see what they can do. No score. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back here in Philadelphia, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Jacob Lopez. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 2 for 8 in the series so far. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground, a short could be two. There's one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
He ride.
Two down, nobody on. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
That one off the mark, 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Got him. That's the inning. Scoreless after one. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Singy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. And it is gone. It's his 6th home run of the season. The Athletics score first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
No, that's a ball.
You just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Just
ball
missed.
off the plate.
Swings through that. That one to first. Harper. He'll do it himself, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Jacob Wilson.
Now, Jacob Wilson. And that's in there for strike one.
That's out.
Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Muncy getting to start at the hot corner, hitting 7th in today's lineup. So far this season, his on-base percentage is right around .370. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Turner settles underneath it. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone, and it's 1-0. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting ninth, center fielder Denzel Clark.
Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. A's draw closer on this homer. It's now 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1.
Ball inside.
Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ball, no.
Sosa matched a homer in his last game. And another ball. Pitch misses. Ball 3.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. His second of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Otto Kemp will hit next.
Hee-haw!
Now the 0-1. To the right side. He gets there with the slide. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 7, catcher Rafael Marchand.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him looking. That's out number 3. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Swinging a foul straight back.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
0-1. That one missed. No. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 down.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
That one ripped, but foul. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Digging in, Brent Rooker flied to right his first time. Ripped to right. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for the A's. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike one.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
No, that's down.
Two on the way. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. And that skips into dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out towards right center field. And it falls. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Drive.
Now. And that one clips the corner.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball
I don't know
outside.
how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. One out man at first. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Just missed. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Go to second. See?
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Inside move to second, and he's back in there. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. That one in the dirt and gets away. Throw into third. Tag. See. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
The 2-2. Struck him out looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
On to the fourth, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Ha!
Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And
foul ball.
Foul ball. Just misses with that one.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Rips one to right. And there's one down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Jeff McNeil.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Here's a chopper to short. Turner tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
So digging in, Jacob Wilson. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
The 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Max Muncy.
The 1-0.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back at the ballpark, rubber match alert singing. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air, center field. Clark has a beat on it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one fouled hard the other way. Fought off foul. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Popped up. Wilson should have this one. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Down the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And now 2-2. In the air, right field. McNeil under it. And that is the inning. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We've played 4. All tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
You know, these A's just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Inside, almost got him. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Ibanez wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. In the air to left center, Rincones on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
It's frustrating for these hitters because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball. Ball, no.
Swings through that one.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swings through it for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So the lineup flips over. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on.
No, inside.
On the ground to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Halfway home, all even, one apiece.
Now pitching for the
So a
A's,
new pitcher on the mound for the
44,
A's, Tyler Ferguson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
For the Phillies, catcher Rafael Marchand.
You know, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
0-1.
Ball, that's too
and
low.
as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
High fly ball out into left center field. Clark on the move. One away.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman Bryson Stott.
In the air, left field. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder Gabriel.
Here's the center fielder,
Jr.
Gabriel Rincones Jr. Went down on strikes his first time through. Rincones goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds, and he was a third-round pick in 2022. Outside corner, there's a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2.
That's a ball.
Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2. Out towards right center field. McNeil on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. We played 5 full. Tied at 1 aside. Back here in Philadelphia. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. At the plate,
Leading
Nick
off for the
Kurtz.
A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
That's a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
No.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. Oh,
no.
He doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious. Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That's off the inside corner. Ball three.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's ball four.
Down. Ball four.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short. Starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
This is again 5 in a row. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado getting ready to go. Keller warming up as well. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
Ball two.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Gets the call. 0-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Justin Sterner getting loose out there. Harris, a left-hander, also throwing. And the 0-1. Late swing, fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Center field. Clark drifts towards it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball
Way to
1.
lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Ball.
Ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next,
Here comes Bryce Harper. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Man at second.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Off the mark there. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. And it's just foul. That was close. 3-2. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, he took his chance at getting into chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Ball.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Up next for the Phillies, third baseman, Edmundo.
Here comes the
Sosa.
skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Ferguson out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
A new
A's,
arm into the
number
game,
58,
the righty, Scott Barlow.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Go-ahead run on base. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game.
Ball 1.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Schwarber around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-1, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Hey.
Two aboard, 2 outs.
Ball outside.
The 1-2.
No, too low.
Two on, 2 outs. And a
No,
good eye
down.
there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Rafael Marchand on deck for the Phils. Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That's a ball.
4.
Take your base.
What a payoff for that battle. He brings home the run on a walk and puts the tying run just 90 feet away. Here's the catcher, Rafael Marchand. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Harper on third. Sosa on second. Kemp at first. 2 out of the inning. That one almost got him. 1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch misses. Ball 2. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Called out on strikes. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ball.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No, that's down.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The 2-2. Line drive. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. You got a backdoor breaking ball, really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Ball. No.
That's a little high. Ball 2. Out towards right center field. Garcia heads after it. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
For the A's, second baseman Andy Ibanez.
One out man at first. Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. 1 for 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner on the move, and that one fouled off. The Athletics with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Hard grounder into the outfield for a nod. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And
No,
takes
that's the
low for
ball.
ball
Too
one.
low.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, one out. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Way out front for strike two. And that's downstairs and outside. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2. That one missed. Tyler Soderstrom in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Alvarado won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Brad Keller gets the call from the pen.
40.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Two aboard, two outs. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. Ball one. Two on, two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 2 and the A's 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Elvis Alvarado.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Ball
No,
one,
that's
no
a ball.
strikes.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fastball for a strike.
What do you
Check
got?
swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and he won around. Ruled a swing.
For the Phillies, center fielder, Gabriel Rincones Jr.
There's a high chopper. Muncy whips it to first. That's a very athletic play.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 3.
Yep.
That
Ball
one
one.
close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Look out!
Time. Dead ball.
And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Inside. And that's ball 3.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Payoff pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Soderstrom makes a move towards the gap. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Turner comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Yeah.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. Gone! And El Bombi blasts it out. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add on. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to have been foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Elvis Alvarado will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, JT Ginn.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Towards first. Takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Phils get 3 on this long ball. 8th inning coming up. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Mesa.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Leading off for the Athletics, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Ahoy!
On the ground to first. Harper steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers.
Ball 1. Hook 1.
Mesa, 34-year-old vet, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
Got him. Out number 3. And the A's are gone in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now for the Phillies, Otto Kemp.
Left fielder, Otto Kemp.
Down.
The A's bullpen has some movement. Justin Sterner appears to be getting loose. Harris getting loose as well. And the 1-0. Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
On the ground right side. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher Rafael Marchand.
On the ground to the left. Handles, throws to first. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. That's a strike.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and the Phillies are set down in order. It's the Phillies 6 and the A's 1.
Now pitching.
Chase Sugar takes over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
No.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2. In the air, left field. Kemp under it. One down.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
In the air, right field. Garcia moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the A's, third baseman Max Muncy.
The Athletics down to their last out. Now here is Max Muncy.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joan Duran, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Kirkering getting cranked up as well. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. This one in the air, right field. Garcia really on his horse for this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Big game for each team, but even more critical for the home team. This swing game, they win the rubber match of the series, take 2 out of 3, feel really good about winning this one. They look ready for the next series.